You ever wondered why, in certain areas of your life, you feel stuck, no matter how hard you try? Whether we're talking about money or health or relationships, you feel like you've done everything right, but something is not shifting. I want to tell you something that completely changed my life. Your beliefs are building your reality every single day, whether you realize it or not, right? So for years, I was hustling. I was working a full-time job, side jobs. I ended up working DoorDash, watching dogs, getting a third job, doing everything to stay afloat because as a single mom, living paycheck to paycheck, two teenagers, I had to do something different. I gave up, cable, I gave up all the non-necessities and I was still barely getting by. Anybody else, can you relate? It wasn't until I got honest about what I believed deep down that things began to change. And I've spent multiple thousands of dollars on coaching because I always felt like there was more to life than living paycheck to paycheck. I felt like there was more to working every day and missing out on my kids. I just always felt that. So I have been on this journey for quite some time. And if you believe that you have to spend thousands of dollars, or if you believe that it's going to take years to overcome this, then that will be your reality. But once I started really questioning, right? If you believe that making money is hard, if you believe building a business is hard, right? How many times have your parents said, money doesn't grow on trees, right? The world teaches us we have to go to school, go work a job for 40 hours a week for 40 years and put our kids in daycare. What if, and many, many people are doing this, what if there is a better way, something that works better for your family, right? I believed making money had to be hard. I believed, we earned an hourly pay, we had to trade time for money. Maybe I'd be lucky to get a 1 or a 2% raise in my salary every year, which I was thankful for, but that doesn't quite fit inflation and the cost of groceries and everything else that's going up in cost, right? I believed, even love, like trying to find somebody and loving somebody else, kind of like I was losing myself. I was like comparing myself to other people. And when I was dating, I was really figuring out who I was. So I would kind of like conform to that person because maybe I thought I had to do more of what he wanted to be loved by them, right? Like if he liked a certain sports team or wanted to watch sports or do this, I would do that because I liked the person. I enjoyed being with the person, but I wasn't standing up for my own, what I believed in and my thoughts and share enough about my passions. So I also believed rest was lazy, right? How many of you are moms and you're working full time, you're going to the grocery store, you're trying to put food on the table, you're doing laundry, all the things, especially if you work out of the home, and you feel guilty when you just want to sit on the couch and relax, or you feel guilty when you want to watch a movie, or you want to rest and read a book. Why do we feel that way? And maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments if this is just me, that's okay. But you know what? Life kept proving me right because I had these beliefs that I have to keep working. I need to be doing this. I feel guilty if I'm not doing that. Right. So sometimes we just have to like take a breath and really start to ask ourselves, what are these beliefs that I'm having? And are they serving me? Right? Because here's the truth. Every thought you think plants a seed, and those seeds grow into feelings, and your feelings drive your actions, and your actions create your results. And if you don't like the fruit, you've got to look at the root. And that root is always belief, right? You've heard of the bear cycle before. So when I finally started changing the story in my mind from I'm stuck to I'm in control of my thoughts and I get to create my reality instead of saying I can't, to God will make a way. God is supporting me through everything. Everything is working out for me. Everything shifted, right? And I don't have it all figured out. I'm still on this journey. I have to constantly remind myself and ask myself questions that are serving me and taking me to that higher level and elevating myself and and really to show up authentically, because I am not doing this perfectly well yet, but it's such a journey. And I think a lot of us think that when we arrive at a certain destination, like when we lose the weight, then we'll feel better or we'll attract the man. When we find the husband, then we'll be okay. Everything will feel great. I'll have a perfect life. Or when we get the house, or when we get a perfect job, or when we make a certain amount of money, right? Our bank account, our weight does not dictate who we are. I'm a financial person, so like I do like to measure, but I know that so much of my life I looked at the scale and I looked at my bank account and I thought like my day would depend on the weight on the scale until I literally stopped weighing myself. And now I'm like, okay, it depends how I feel, and I'm more intuitively eating, what feels good? What does my body want right now? In my business, I don't have to like one of my great coaches, dear friends, said, like, you don't have to post consistently 3 times a day. The people will find you, right? I believe God will put this video in somebody's hands that is looking for more in their life, that wants help in changing their beliefs and make more money or find the relationship or lose the weight and feel healthier. But it's about our belief system. So I started attracting opportunities and money really did begin to flow and I felt peace I hadn't known. Like I have peace from this business that I have that I've been building for 18 months now. And it's been up and down, roller coaster, just like the relationship I'm in, way more good than bad, but just like my health and my weight, right? Depends on our belief and us taking care of ourselves. Self-love, definitely a thing, right? But I started attracting opportunities, the money began to flow, and that's what I'm doing in this 5-day series. I want to help you really rewrite your story too. So, grab a notebook and write this. What do I currently believe about what's possible for me? And be honest. The awareness alone can change everything, right? So tomorrow we'll dive into day 2, the money beliefs and the silent limits on your abundance. But man, if you've ever felt like you can't get ahead financially, no matter how hard you work, that's for you. So hit subscribe, turn on the notifications, comment below. I'm ready to rewrite my story because it starts right here with belief. And I'm grateful to share what I've learned during my journey because my prayer is just that this inspires somebody, this impacts somebody, because I do believe like I went through what I went through to help other women and to really inspire other people to take action and just to hear from somebody that's normal, just walking through life, not somebody that's, some huge influencer and has so many followers or millionaire and like this. Just like, I just want to share my story to inspire you. And I just truly am believing so much more every single day how strong our beliefs are and how it completely dictates our life. So again, if you're feeling stuck, if you're in this place of like, I want more money, I want more health, I want more relationships, I want more love and joy and peace in my life, I want less stress and overwhelm and work, and feel like I have to do. I just promise you, there is more. There is more. So follow along. I'd love for you to get in my community. You can go to believeindailypay.com. You'll find me there. You can get in my email list. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I have a few different things going on where I'm helping women earn an income online by working only 2 hours a day. Because nobody wants to build a business and work another 40 hours on top of your full-time job. But you can change the legacy of your family if you believe. My LLC is believing big for a reason. Belief is so important. So I'm super grateful you've watched to the end. Thank you so much. Comment below if this inspires you or, if you want to learn more. Again, I'm going to be posting every single day and I can't wait to share some more of my story. So thanks for watching.